Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. In this bonus episode, we're going to see all the dialogue between chapters 6 and 7. We're running out of times to do this. So let's start right here in the square. You look like you don't know nothing, so I'll teach you something. How about that? There are secret blue pipes below us that are connected to other parts of the world. If you find them, you'll be able to go to distant places like Poshley Heights instantly. So if you haven't found that yet, you can find out about it here. I'm looking for this guy who defrauded me with a fake credit card the other day. If I find him, I'm going to give him a wallop, a smack, a thumping, and a pounding. And then I'm going to give him a clobbering and a whooping. Grrr. I wonder how many times this guy's dialogue has been different and I've just sort of glossed over it. Might have to look into that. You smell that? Somebody smells filthy rich, yes indeedy-doy. Don't tell me a guy dressed like you grew up in Poshley Heights. That's ridiculous. If you did, you'd better watch your back. There are more than a few thugs in town. Don't worry, I was just visiting. When I was a lad and blowing up all the time, some mates I respected once told me, exploding without thinking is like drinking coffee without any cream. It's just wrong. Okay. Mean scram, don't talk to me. My heart's burning for my long-lost love. I've only ridden the XX Express once in my entire life, you understand. But I met an angelic waitress in the dining car and gave her a present. I wonder if she's treasuring that gift, the earring I gave her out of purest love. So this is the guy. She is treasuring it. Hello there, you Mario. You are doing well, I must assume, yes? Well, this is the same. I assume Podley's probably the same too. Yeah, well, it seems like everybody's got a thing for that waitress, but she does still have the earrings. Too bad Mario can't talk to tell him. Is this... Oh, no, this is different. Listen, this is a huge secret, but I think I'll tell you. I'm a wanted Goomba. What? You're saying I don't have to keep it secret? Are you nuts? You don't know who I am. I'm such a huge thief I once robbed Bowser himself. That's pretty impressive. Knowing Bowser, I bet he'd probably forgive you, though. Yesterday I blew through 700 coins at the parlor, but next time I'll do better. I'm gonna hawk my expensive wristwatch and play some more. Brilliant move, eh? This guy's in deep. That's actually pretty dark. This might be the same. Yeah. And I think we forgot a guy in the square. The guy who's looking for easy money. Let's see, where'd you wander off? There you go. Hey, you don't have any good jobs, do you? You know, easy work, unbelievable pay. Huh? Did you say lottery? No lottery for me. I lose way too much. Well, at least he's got enough sense not to gamble away all his money, especially while he doesn't have a job. Besides, that thing is rigged, and you don't get money from it. Hey, it's that guy again. Have you been powering up your partners? If you don't have enough Shine Sprites to power them up, ask Merlovely. Yeah, sometimes I go to her to get help finding stuff I've misplaced or whatever. Well, that's my excuse anyway. Truth is, I just like to go see her. Hey, fair enough. Is this... because the credit card guy was different. Is this the same? No, this is the same. Oh, it might actually be different when he says I'll do to you. I'll doink you. Again, I'll have to look into that. This might be the same. Oh, no, that's different, I think. Hey, yeah, it's me, Darkly. I like dim places, yeah. Twilight Town's pretty nice, but I like this place too. I mean, this place is more than just dim and dank. The people are slimy too. At least he knows what he likes. Enough people live here to make a full town, so it can't be that bad. Hey, is it true Don Pianta no longer heads the Pianta Syndicate? Frankie does? Not that I've ever met Frankie either. Sure, I want money, but I don't need a lot of it. The way I see it, the more money you have, the more money you want to have. If I have enough to help my friends and enjoy my days, I'll be fine. Secret of life, man. Yeah. I agree. I like this guy's style. That guy's not here anymore. I'm pretty sure there's stuff we can talk to these guys in the back about. We still have to find out how the storyline with the archaeologist is going. Hey, it's the mustache. Remember me? It's Pierre, the unemployed slacker. So I decided to quit thieving, but I still really want to hang out with Ishmael. But if I'm not going to be a thief, I have to do something else for him. What should I do, huh? I wonder if I'm just dumb. Dumb's a funny word. Easily amused, I say. You could always just ask him if he wants to be friends. Hey, you! Yeah, the chump! So, you went to Poshley Heights, did ya? The people there are so filthy rich they border on creepy. I sure wouldn't mind going there one day, though, and starting some trouble. Hey, I came up with a great new scheme to make money. Check this out. It's called a sock shop. You get to sock me 10 times and it only costs 10 coins. I figure uncontrollably violent guys like you can't live without socking people, right? Yeah, the only thing is, that's such a pathetic way to make a living. Crud. 10 coins is not enough for that. That's funny, though. I've never seen that dialogue before. Alright, before we leave this side of town, let's go talk to Grifty? Yes, Grifty. Let's go talk to Grifty and get the rest of this story. Well, maybe not the rest of it, but at least a good few more pieces. Unfortunately, you can't use Yoshi up here, because using Yoshi up slopes makes you go slow. Good day to you, sir. Alright, let's hear Dragons and Dungeons. For a mere 5 coins, I can share with you the tale of Dragons and Dungeons. Tell me the tale. The demon built a dungeon near its palace and filled it with terrifying monsters. All those who fell into disfavor were thrown into the dungeon to rot. Yeah, I never know how to pronounce that. Yeah, and the dungeon also had 3 dungeon pets. Hooktail, Gloomtail, and Bonetail. We've seen 2 of those. These dragons flew across the land, spreading fear and sorrow all over. Even now, the mere mention of a dragon is enough to give some the terrors. If there's another tale you wish to hear, just ask. So there's one more dragon that we have not met yet. The Boo Heroine's Last Days. Once the Boo Heroine hid her star in a steeple, she was trapped in the nearby town. Some say the crystal star lies in that steeple still. Well, that was short and sweet. But now we know who was in that black box. The Toad Hero's final days. The strong Toad held his star and continued his arduous journey. But eventually the miles took their toll upon him and he collapsed. A traveling healer happened by and saved his life. But the Toad knew his fate was to be trapped in the box when the star was gone. So he asked this healer to hide the star in a secret place known to no one. That could describe a few things, actually. Maybe that's under the town. I'm trying to think what the black boxes were. Speaking of town, let's... Oh, excuse me. There's a little bit of what I've been dealing with. Hopefully I'll hold out for the rest of the bonus episode. Poshley Heights? Only filthy rich folks live there, right? Not that I've ever been. So there were ghosts, eh? I don't care what kind of ship you got. I'd have been paralyzed. But hey, coming back on a better ship than you left on is quite the score. I think he said that last time. My brother learned nothing. He's off somewhere else now. Doesn't he care about me? I suppose if he wants to go, it's not my place to stop him. But that's pretty weak. Poor guy. Oh, I just want to get on a boat and sail off to someplace far, far away. I am a sailor, after all. That's what we do. I'm sure you'll find another one. If it weren't for you, those guys never would have returned. Thanks, pal. You came back from that... It's probably all the same. Anybody over here? Nope. Alright, let's check out the west side of town. Rogueport's kind of a big place if you're trying to go everywhere and talk to everybody. It's a pretty decent hub world. I really like it. I think there's a reason that Rogueport is so beloved among the fans. People really do like this place. Then again, this whole game is basically a fan favorite. Alright, let's talk to you. Ah, how refreshing. It's so soothing to sit on bare earth watching people in their hustle-bustle lives. Man, a few words? This is probably the same, yeah. But we know this house will be different. My family never talks. We all do our own things. I just wish... Yeah, I know. I think I know how he's gonna finish that. Grr! I can't write anything good at all. I'm just bad. I am bad at writing. Maybe I'll take the family somewhere far away to blast my creative side into gear. Wonder what that could be referring to. We'll find out soon. And by soon, I mean probably next episode. I wonder how this guy will react to hearing that we went to Poshley Heights. Yet another day dwindles away while I loaf in bed, doing nothing. Oh well, but all this loafing is starting to depress me. I may have tons of money, but I have no idea how to use it. But you probably can't relate to my problems. You don't look rich at all. Let's just say I got a windfall coming in soon. Well, either he is not as rich as Flavio, or no, he might be the richest guy now, because Flavio said he wasn't the richest guy anymore. Oh, I didn't win anything in today's Happy Lucky Lottery. But I'll win tomorrow, for sure. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be here until tomorrow. Ugh, excuse me. Hopefully I don't have to try to start cutting that out. Because that would mean I'd have to start separating my audio, and I don't like doing that if I don't have to. That's all the same, I think. Oh, this is different. I love checking my scores on this machine after playing games. I'm here all day. What? You say my kids have it rough. Oh, they're just fine. My kids are independent and tough. They can handle it. But I guess I should pay a little more attention to them, maybe. God, that's so sad. All this gambling stuff is... Ugh. Let's go see how people are doing underneath the town. Excuse me. Come on. You want to know what I'm doing down here, do you? I'm down here looking for the legendary bird gold. That's what I'm doing. It's not like I'm unemployed and have tons of time to kill. Don't be ridiculous. Who says it's gold? Last we heard, it's something far more powerful than that. Pierre's a good person, but he spends money right and left without thinking. He made a ton on his book about the underground here, but he blew it just as fast. I guess he was just destined for a life of crime. No, he's not doing crime anymore. He quit being a thief. Once again, too bad Mario can't talk. Yo, Eddie the Mask here, sports fan extraordinaire. Know about stylish moves? Just press A with perfect timing during an attack to pull off a stylish move. If you do it right, the crowd will just go nuts, and some attacks have multiple ones. Each attack has different timing for stylish moves, but I'll share one with you. Try pressing A right before Yoshi drops his ground pound onto an enemy. Sound hard? Well, it ain't easy. That's why you gotta practice, yo. Let's go talk to Wonky. I'm a little bit worried that because of the way I filmed the last bonus episode, some of these might be repeats, but I'm not gonna remember, so I'm just gonna read what we get. Yeah, this sounds like it might be a repeat. There's a wacky old place called Creepy Steeple somewhere in this land. And if you jump on the 4th step from the top while Wonky hears you get a good thing. I don't know how useful that is, but hey, it's worth a shot. We already did that. It was 1 coin. Professor Frankly's garbage. There's a kindly old teacher named Frankly who lives on Rogueport's east side. And if you check his garbage, when he has some, I hear you can learn stuff. I don't know what's in there, but if his bin has trash in it, check it. I've even heard there are notes about terrifying monsters in there. I think I've explained that already, but if there's ever trash in there, it's because you fought a monster that's not repeatable and you didn't tattle it, so you can't miss the tattle. Lucky Punies. There's a place called Bogley Woods somewhere in this world, and there are small beasts named Punies who live there. Old Wonky hears that anyone who sees a puny will have fortune visited upon them. Some people go to Bogley Woods just to catch a glimpse of a lucky puny. Yeah, well, we are friends with the punies. Omelet plates. The most delicious thing old Wonky has ever eaten is an omelet plate. I remember having it at the hotel at Poshley Heights. It was made by that chef of legend, Maitre Delish. I believe it was made with a mushroom and a mystic egg. Oh, just one more bite. I hear one can actually find that mystic egg near the Bogley Woods. It seems the punies are the only ones who know where to find them. Several hints in that. We've already got the omelet meal from the hotel, and we know how to cook it. And there's several ways to do it. It's not just the way he told you. The Pirate King Cortez. About 1,000 years ago, there was a pirate king called Cortez on these seas. He raided the city often, striking fear into the hearts of its inhabitants. But Cortez was betrayed by one of his crew. Just before he died, he's said to have sailed off with all of his treasure. Then, even after he died, some say his spirit still protects that treasure. But, you know, that's all just hazy legend now. Chet Rippo, our good friend. There's a weird guy named Chet Rippo who lives down here somewhere. I hear he'll lower one stat and raise another for you if you want. And he can even power down one of your partners to power up another. He may be spendy, but I'm sure it's worth it. It certainly can be. Grubba from Glitzville. So about that Grubba in Glitzville. He went from a mediocre fighter to the ruler of Glitzville in a matter of years. And there's a rumor that it was all because he found a glittering gem somewhere. I don't know what kind of stone it was, but it must have been a nice good luck charm. Then again, I heard he hasn't been seen recently around Glitzville, so who knows? Yeah, you're a little bit out of date, man. Striking first. Don't you love it when you strike first on the field and get that first attack in? If you use a spin jump or bob or use bomb attack to strike first, then your first attack will have more power than just a jump or hammer move, see? It's not a big thing, but it's worth remembering. What he's not telling you there is if you use a move like your super hammer, you don't use any FP for it. The Southern Island Wacka. There's a rare creature called a Wacka on the Southern Isle. Yeah, and if you whack him, he drops this great little thing called a Whack-a-Bump. The thing is, people have been whacking the Wackas to get Whack-a-Bumps. And now only one remains that hasn't been whacked to extinction. Isn't that sad? Yeah, that's pretty sad. Southern Isle Secret. Far to the south of Rogueport lies an isle. And on this isle there are three yellow blocks in a row. And if you do a spring jump on the second of these blocks from the bottom, I hear you'll get something good for your health. But what island could this Southern Isle be referring to anyway? That's true. I actually almost forgot about that. We'll have to do that in the next real episode. Oh, we're done. Alright, speaking of the Southern Isle, as usual, most places haven't changed their dialogue, but one place that has is Keelhaul Key, so I'll meet you there. Here we are back on the island. Let's see what they all have to say. When I hear the sound of the ocean, I remember being a wee baby. Okay. What's that you've got? A ticket for the XX Express? Whoa. You must be richer than you look. Much richer. Just connections. That's all it is. Frankie's the big boss of the whole syndicate now, eh? Well, what do you know? I guess you can't judge a Pianta by his fronds. And that's how we got ourselves our tickets. The coconut milk here is just the best. You should try it sometime. I'm not the biggest fan of coconut milk myself. Alright, there's only one thing we need to do. It's going to be a little annoying, but I'm going to run through the XX Express until we get, well, I'd like to say all of the NPCs, but hopefully most of them. I'm not actually totally sure how many there are. So I'll see you back on the train. Train round 1. Ah, the rocking of this train makes me so sleepy. Even just talking to you right now, I feel myself drifting off to dreamland. And just to show that the tattles on these guys are the same, at least I think they're the same. Yep. Same. So already we've got some different species. We got a Koopa in that car, and a different Toad in this car. Yeah, I heard Ziptoad was definitely on this train really recently. And yeah, I bought a ticket just to see where he stayed and maybe ate. And so then I was like, yeah, I got my ticket. But then the worst thing, someone said it was a fake. What a huge bummer. A total stinking bummer, you know? Hey, this was the room he stayed in. Hey, Papa. Huh? Whoops, wrong person. Super sorry about that, Mr. Mustache Person. Whoops. I think kids do that all the time. Mistake other people for their parents. I did that once as a little kid in Disney. I grabbed onto somebody's arm who I thought was my dad because I was too short to see that it wasn't. Ooh, I'm thinking my voice might give out before I finish this. I might only have one round of train in me tonight. I'm on business here, unlike all these giggling tourists, or so I thought. To be honest, I feel kind of like a giggly tourist now that I'm here. You're not above these guys, come on. Kablowie! Pacow! I'm a wild gunman. Yeah, like a sheriff or something. And I've got Gonzalez, the supervillain, in my sights. Freeze, sucker! Kapow! Hey, even in Luigi's outfit, we're still a celebrity. Even little kids like us. I suppose it must be fun being a celebrity around children. Oh, he was the same, so not everybody changes each time. which is going to make it a bit of a pain making sure I actually see all of them. Prepare for a sudden quiz! But first let's say Koops 10 times quickly. Ready? Koops, 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 Koops. Koops! Alright, now here's the question. What did Bowser nab in the last Paper Mario? The Star Rod. Ding, 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 ding! You are correct, sir. But there's no reward, unless you consider the experience alone rewarding. You can't do it again. I'm thinking of the next quiz question. I don't know if you can get the quiz again if you take the train again and he's here. I suppose I'll find out. You look like you might be the same. You are. Alright, I'll see you on the next round. This time, a lot of the passengers are the same, but this guy's different. Ugh, why do I have to travel for work and get shook on every plane, train, and boat? I should be at home with my new bride. I need to get back home. Oh, my lovely wife. Well, apparently Yoshis have work on trains as well. I think you're probably the same, yeah. If there's new train passengers, we'll see them together. If not, I will meet you either on the next round or when I find out that there's no more. This girl's new. When I look at the scenery outside the window, I feel like sometimes things don't have to be don't have to have special meaning to be beautiful. Yeah, that's true. Things are beautiful if you think they're beautiful, whether they have special meaning or not. Feeling a train sway makes me forget all the troubles in my life, you know? Like, there was something on TV that I wanted to watch, but who really cares, right? I guess you could call that a trouble. The scenery outside the window rushes by just like, zoom! You know, like, zoom! It's awesome. Yeah, kids like trains. I think it's time to ride it again. We've found ourselves a Goomba. I am a professor at Goomsley University. I am researching the feeding habits of the wild smorg, but I just cannot find any. You wouldn't know where I could find any, would you? Well, you might try checking Riverside Station, but I don't know if they're still there anymore. Are you the same? You are. I'll either meet you on the other side of the train, or on a different train, or somewhere else. Ugh, this is the worst. Double, business trips, I tell ya. Those angry stares from my wife and daughter. Yikes. But Dad's gotta work. Oh man, this guy's finally different in this car. I'm trying to muster the courage to write a note from the road to the girl I like. There are so many things I want to say. I wish I could get into the spirit. Aww, that's sweet. Here's that kid again. I wonder if we get to take the quiz. Nope. You get one shot at that quiz, and it's not like you get anything anyway. It's a new train ride. I've lost track of how many this is. I just want to stay on this train forever. What sort of magic's possessed me? The magic of the traveler's spirit, or something. Whenever I face anything sad or hard, I just want to get far away. Now, why's that? Is it because time and distance solve all problems? Do we want to put the hard things far away and behind us like yesterday's sunset? Hey, that was a pretty cool line, right? I think I'm going to use it in a novel. I guess maybe the little toads aren't all little kids. Or maybe this little kid's just very verbose. Take however many trains that was plus one. The beginning of a voyage is so full of excitement. But the end of a voyage is always beset by such a lonely sadness. Excitement then sadness. Travel is so much like love that way, you know? The sight of the ocean from the window of a train is so very beautiful. I just find myself exclaiming about its beauty without even realizing it. New train. I'm a pretty serious guy, but I think I've fallen for the waitress here. What should I do? They never teach you the answer to that question in school. Whoops, we ran the train again, and I'm worried that this is going to be another thing that you can't have again, so let's just pick up from here. Hey, are you enjoying your train ride? Yes. Once a train voyage is underway, you can't get off, whether you want to or not. Hey, you're making a face like you just don't care. Can you actually okay, yeah. Yeah, he doesn't change what he says. Didn't think he was going to. New train, we are still going. People see train enthusiasts as obsessive freaks. You know, kind of geeky. But I don't care at all. I really, really like it. Why should I care? Good for you. We have ourselves another question. Hey, where's the bathroom on this train? Do you know? Nope. I can hold on a little longer, so I'll keep looking. Oh, that's another question that has absolutely no consequences. This is another train, by the way. Another train, another question. Journeys bring such joy and such sorrow, but they are all valuable memories, right? Yeah, I agree. You're a good person. Oh, that might actually be different. I suppose. All memories do fade with time. But I don't want to lose this, if only the memory of this conversation right now. Wow, a question that actually had a different answer depending on your answer. I wonder how long it takes to just walk from Rogueport to Poshley Heights. And if a train shaves off time from your voyage, does that make it like a time machine? I think we're finally done with train passengers. At the very least, I took a few trains and haven't gotten anyone new for a while. I have no idea how long that took me. I took a couple of breaks. My recording's up to 2 hours, but a lot of that was me walking away. Anyway, there's one more NPC here who does have a little bit of new dialogue, and he's the guy at Riverside Station. Hi, Mario. Thanks for riding. Have a good trip. And that's all. I'll meet you back at Rogueport Station for one last little piece of dialogue. I almost forgot this guy, but it is fitting after all we've done on the train. You have a train ticket? Whoa, I'm gonna try to save up my money too. I know it won't be easy, but one day I'm going to ride this Excess Express. I promise you that. Of course, even then, I'll never grow tired of gazing at this engine. And with that, I will see you next time. Thank you very much for watching this bonus episode, and hopefully I'll see you in the next episode for more story. Bye-bye!